Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Please, if you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. And so we are going to sew this A-line dress, and so what you see there is front and back. The length is 44, and the 44 I've added 3 inches to it. Sorry, I've added 2.5 to make it 46.5. So I'll fold the 2.5 inside. Okay, and then the width is 21.5. So when you open up, it's going to be 43. So when you open up, front is 43 inches, back is 43 inches, and I've folded each into 2. So you see 2 like this for one back and 2 for front. Do you get it? So we are going to place our neckline and measurement on it and cut it. So the first thing to do is to place the back measurement, 18. The back measurement is 18. So 18 divided by 2 is going to be 9. And so we are going to add ½ inch to it for sleeve allowance. So 9.5. Do you get it? That's the back measurement. And then we'll come to the neck width. The neck width, you are going to make it 3.5. The neck width. If you are a slim person, you can make your neck width 2.5. And then the neck deep for back is going to be 1.5. And the neck deep for front is going to be 3 inches. So I'm going to use this to mark it or draw the shape, the neck shape. Then so the fabric that I'm using is crepe fabric. Now let me measure and see what I have here. So this is 5.5. So when you open up, it's going to be 11. And then when you come here to 4.5, so that's 9. That is okay. So it's okay. Now I'll come to the sleeve, the back side here, and I'm going to mark 10 inches. So 10 inches for the armhole. Do you get it? And then I'll mark ½ inch here for shoulder slope. I'm going to slope the shoulder to meet this. Okay. So I'll come to the edge here and then measure the same 10 inches. I'm going to extend the shoulder slope. Okay, and I'm going to draw my armhole curve. Okay, so I'm going to get the middle of the armhole. So here is going to be 9, that's 4.5, and I'm going to come in here by 0.5. and I'm going to get the front armhole. So this is the front, this is the back. Okay, so we are going to place the bust on it. So I will come here and measure 13 inches for the bust line. The bust is 48. 48 divided by 4, and that's going to be 12. 12, I'll add 1 inch to it. That's going to be 13. And then I'll add 1.5 for seam allowance. So that's going to be 14.5. So it's going to be here. So from here we are just going to join it straight down. Now when it comes to a line, it depends on how wide you want the down of your dress to be. Do you get it? So that is what you use to determine the width of the fabric. This one is 21.5. So when you open up, it's going to be 43. Do you get it? So I'm trying to measure here and see if everything is okay. Okay, 13.5. Let me make it 14. So I'm going to place that 14 here. Okay. So you're going to join from here to the tip here. Going to join it to the tip here. So I'm just going to use my tape to do that. You see, so we are going to get it this way. This is it. At the end of the day, that's how you are going to have it. Do you get it? And so that is it. We are going to cut this through. This is it. So you are going to take one and then cut the front neck and then the armhole, the front armhole also. So I'm going to come here and measure 5 inches. So you're going to select the back to 5 inches. So you're going to put this aside, cut the sleeve and the neck as well. So the length we have here is 20. When you look at the sleeve is not up to the wrist, but this I will add a band of 2 inches to it. So when you come here, it's not even up to 20. Okay, so I'm going to come to this side and I'll measure 5 inches and I'm going to draw a basic sleeve shape. And then I'll have a front armhole. Okay, so I'm going to measure what we have on the dress is 14, so we are going to measure the exact 14 also here. So 14 here. Okay, we are going to can decide to have it straight, or we are going to do it this way, slant it this way. You can also decide to have it straight this way, however you want it. You get it? And when we look at the sleeve, it's a straight one, so I'm going to cut it straight. I'm going to take this excess from it. I'm going to create a notch here, pin up, and I'm going to take this so this is it for the sleeve. I'm going to try and make it equal here. So we have our two sleeves. So when you turn, this is it. So you see that this side is low, this one is high. The lower side is going to be at the front armhole, and this one will go to the back. Okay, so let me measure what I have here. 13. And so if it's 13, we are going to get a band for the same thing. Okay, so this is 21. Okay, so I'm going to fold this, and what we have here is 3.5. At the end of the day, I need 2 inches band, so at least let me cut it at 3 or 2.5. I'm going to cut the same thing for the other side also. So like I said, I need 13, and so this is big, so our 13 is here. I'm going to make it, let me exceed it a bit to 15 after sewing everything, because this fabric, the way it is, sometimes if you cut it equal, it might not be enough. So let me just cut it here. So this one is going to be for the band at the sleeve side. We use this to get our collar. With the collar, we'll we'll sew the dress, everything, before we'll come and measure the neck, and then use this to cut for the collar or for the neck collar. So you are going to use this for the design. So what I have here is 18.5. Okay, so let me measure here and see. I have 12, but I'm going to cut it up to 14. And I'll cut it. So I'll iron this and then fold 1 inch here, and then fold 1 inch also here. Iron it perfectly. And then when it comes to the length, I'm going to make it 15. So I have about 3.5. So I'll fold 1.5 on top here, 1.5 at the down here, iron it smoothly, and then we'll continue. Okay guys, so I have ironed very well. I'm going to measure 10 inches here. So this is 10.5. 10.5. That's where I wanted to start from. Here. Okay, and so I'll pick this, and I'm going to indicate the middle of the fabric. So this is the middle. This is the middle. and this is the middle of the dress. So I just place it middle to middle this way. And I'm going to sew this also. So I'm going to sew on it through. I have this here. I'm going to fold it this way. So this is it. We're going to use it for facing. Okay, I'm going to reduce it a bit. To place this on top this way. And I'm going to sew all through here. Like, you can decide to use bias to pipe it. That will still be okay, but I want to give it a facing. Or you can also decide to fold it this way. You see, and then sew on it through. So I'm going to just sew this part. I'm not going to sew the neck. After, when I turn it, then I'll attach it to the neck. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to join front and back together. Do you get it? So I'll let this face it this way. That is, after I've done this, and then I've turned it in, this place will become the right side. This going here will become the wrong side. And so I'll let the right side face this, also the right side. And then I'm going to join the shoulders. Same here. I will join the shoulder. The next thing that I will do is the down part. So with the down part, I'm going to also iron and then sew on top. So I'll just fold ½ inch this way. You see, you remember we added 2 inches to it, so fold ½ inch this way, and then I'll fold 2 inches. I'll measure exactly 2 inches. Yes, and then iron on top very well. Then I'll sew on it. I'll do that for both front and back. And then the sleeve side also, I'm going to fold this into 2 and iron on top, and then I'll fold one side in about ½ inch this way. You see, and then iron on top. Or you can still decide to fold both sides in and iron on top. Do you get it? Then I'll fix this one inside, place it on top this way, and then sew, or do the same thing for both. So I'll finish that, then we'll continue. Okay guys, so I'm done joining knits. I'm done the down parts. I'm done, and then this is the upper parts. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is We are going to join the side. I'm going to measure 12 here, 12. Then I'll come to this side too and measure 12. So let me measure the width and see. So that's about 27 inches. That's 27, which is okay because I'm going to add a sleeve to it. So after adding the sleeve, everything will mount to 26, which is okay. So I'll come to the down here also and measure ½ inch or 1 inch. Join it from here to the armhole that I measured. So I'm going to sew on this line straight. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to turn it sleeve to it. Okay, and so this is the sleeve, one of the sleeve. Okay, so you see this is where it will go to the back. So I'm going to mark the same 12 also here. Okay, so I'll sew it down. Okay, so after I'm going to turn it this way. So you see, so this side is coming to the front armhole. So this side will go to here. That is the left side. Armhole meeting each other this way. And I'm going to sew it all through to this point. And I'll do the same thing for this side also. Okay, and then the next thing we are left with is the neck collar. So with the neck collar, I'm going to measure what I have here. So that's 20.5. Okay, so 20.5, I'm going to pick this 2 inches. I'll fold it to 3 inches. So 21.5. So I'm going to have 23 here. And I'm going to stiff. I'll tie stiff to it, and then after I will fold it into 2 and divide it into 2. So this is going to be the other part of the neck collar. What I have here is 3.5, which is also okay. I'm going to also measure the same thing. So I'm going to, that's the 23, exactly the same. I'm going to fold it this way. And I'm going to take 1.5 from here. I'm going to draw my, so I'm going to cut this off to get the neck collar shape. And I'll add stiff to it. After, I'm going to divide this into two. I'll divide it into two. Okay, so I'm done adding my stiff to it, and I've divided this into two. So I will sew this part 1/2 inch and then sew this part also 1/2 inch, and I'll do the same for here and here. Do you get it? And then this one, we have 4, one side folded, so these two folded. Okay, so I have this two. I forgot myself and I divided it into two, and so I've joined this, and I have this one. I folded this part into two. I folded this part 1/2 inch on top, so you're going to place this on it this way. See, yeah, I'll reduce the excess. Okay, and so what you have to do is we'll take this and then place it here, and then this one too, and place it on top this way, just a little. Okay, now I'm going to place this on top as a loop this way. You see, I'm going to fix it inside here, and then sew 1/2 inch on top, and sew 1/2 inch on top of this one also. Turn it in, iron it, and then come and show it to you. Okay, so I'm done attaching. What I did was I left about 1/2 inch in between this. Do you get it? So this is, so I'll just pick the dress. I've attached the sleeve, and then we are going to locate the middle. Okay, so this is the middle. This is the middle of the neck collar, and I'm going to attach it this way. You see, and then I'll attach it. Yeah. Then I'm going to sew it all through to this side. Then after, I'm going to push this inside this way, and then place this on top like this. Okay, then I will sew on top all through. So I'll do that and then show you the end result. Okay guys, so here is it. I'm done, and I added buttons at the neck here, just as it is in the picture, and also another button at the back here. So this is it, the sleeve. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. Bye bye.